Brendan, why don't you just set out exactly for people that may not have been paying attention this morning, what actually went down? What happened?
So there are two different investigations going in parallel. We found out about both of them today. One is the U.S. investigation conducted by the FBI has been looking at some things that happened on U.S. soil. They got permission to extradite from the Swiss government. Swiss police went into a hotel in Zurich. The other investigation is happening in Switzerland. The Swiss government is looking at FIFA itself. So the important distinction to draw here is that there are many layers of FIFA. There's the executive committee that we've been talking about, but it's also composed of confederations, South American, Central American, European. So the U.S. is investigating irregularities that happened on American soil with the South American Confederation and the Central American Confederation. So that's where we are right now. And the question that we're still trying to figure out is how far up does this go? These two investigations happening in parallel, will they get to the top, which is, of course, Sepp Blatter.
Hugo Miller, come in on the topic of the arrest, but also what has been the reaction in Switzerland?
Well, how far up does this go, in answer to Brendan's question? I think a lot of people are asking, like I've been asking today on the streets of Zurich, where is Sepp Blatter? He hasn't shown up at various confederation meetings. He didn't show up at a press conference today. And so we have a lot of people, I think, wondering what we journalists are wondering, where is the man who arguably should be held accountable as the guy who ran FIFA for the past 2 decades?
Hugo, just a little bit more on the implications and the grasp of power that Sepp Blatter has on FIFA.
Yeah, well, so here is the man who's been running the show here since 1998. Obviously, the Friday election was supposed to be a mere formality for him. He's widely seen as having secured the support of the Africans, the South Americans, the Asians, and that, because FIFA operates on a country-by-country, one vote basis, means that even with small country support, he can sew up re-election. But the trouble is that you now have UEFA weighing in, UEFA being the European Federation, weighing in and saying, hold on a second, we think, we haven't yet said for sure, but we think that perhaps this vote on Friday should be postponed. And this is the confederation that represents France and Germany and Holland and England, real football heavyweights. So if they really decided to put their foot down, who knows what will happen on Friday.
Hugo, of course, there are two investigations going on in parallel. We just learned a little more detail from the one from the FBI here in the U.S. at a press conference that Loretta Lynch gave about an hour and a half ago. From where you are in Switzerland, what do we know about the Swiss investigation? What are they going after, and what do they have?
That's one of the things we're trying to identify, is who the people are that they're talking about. Because, as you said, the American investigation is really looking back at the past, allegations of corruption involving the World Cup in 2010. The Swiss investigation is looking forward. So what we're trying to establish is who are the people that they have not named, but they've just cited as the 6 that they're looking into. And what roles do they play at FIFA up to the level, but just below where Sepp Blatter sits? Because, to stress, he has not been named or called in for questioning, and FIFA itself has been using that as almost as an explanation or justification to say why Sepp Blatter is clear and clean.